What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we did rebrand the name into Basilisk. As you guys can see, we changed the name to the channel from Dead Ringer Plays to Basilisk, and I changed it just for branding purposes. I wanted something that kind of fits the logo of our brand a little bit better. So here we are. We're going to go by Basilisk now. I did kind of have a little fun banter on Twitter over the weekend, and it gave me a great idea. We did just push over 200 subscribers here, so for those who are subscribed, thank you so much. For new people, you are welcome to join the community. Just hit the subscribe button. But I did want to do a little bit of a giveaway. Hopefully moving forward, we're going to have a little bit of time to kind of plan this out, but I just treated myself recently with one of the new PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers. I got the black one. I think it's the slickest looking one. And I thought, 1,000 subs, if we can hit that, we will go ahead and do a PlayStation 5 DualSense giveaway. You can pick between the white, Cosmic Red, or the all black one. So after 1,000 subscribers, we'll get that going. And hopefully we'll get someone a DualSense controller. Now, today I wanted to dive into The Witcher 4 and everything we know about it so far. I did find an awesome article on GamesRadar.com, so we're just going to read through that, see what they have to say about it, and then kind of give us our thoughts at the end. And then if you guys do enjoy the video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button, consider subscribing if you guys are new to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. And like I just said, if you guys are a new subscriber and you want to join the community, just let us know down in the comments below. Just say I subscribed or whatever so we can welcome you properly. So the article we found is on GamesRadar.com, and it's The Witcher 4, Everything CDPR has said so far plus all the rumors. And it's by Sam Loveridge, and it just was posted about 12 days ago. So it starts with, The Witcher 4 is happening, but it's going to be a long way off. The Witcher 3 is getting a next-gen port for PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, and developer CD Projekt Red is also beavering away on DLC and patches for Cyberpunk 2077. However, the studio has far as to talk about having a relatively clear concept for the next game, and that it plans to release another AAA game by 2021. Provided all the Cyberpunk 2077 performance drama hasn't slowed things down, that could mean a new Witcher game relatively soon. That doesn't mean you should expect more Geralt, or even the game to be called The Witcher 4. The studio is clear that the original trilogy stands alone, but there are plenty of stories in the universe of The Witcher to explore. For now, we'll just have to keep binge-watching the Netflix series and reading the Dandelion fan fiction, but here's everything we know so far. So it says, what the devs are saying. Well, what else do we know that CD Projekt Red is working on? A new Witcher game, specifically The Witcher 4? Oh, hell yes. CD Projekt Red CEO Adam Kaczynski has already basically confirmed that there will be another Witcher game, it just won't be called The Witcher 4. So it's looking likely the next game is but a few years away. And then in a quote, it says, the first three Witchers were by definition a trilogy, so we could simply not name the next game The Witcher 4. This does not mean, of course, that we will leave the world of The Witcher, said Kaczynski in an interview with Bankier. The Witcher is one of two franchises on which to build the future activities of the company, he adds. Today, unfortunately, I cannot reveal anything more. With The Witcher 3, developer CD Projekt Red created a glorious and huge and utterly explorable fantasy world that told tales players will be talking about for years to come, including talk of unicorn sex. It took the Witcher series to a height of success it had never seen before, making it scarred, white-haired hero Geralt a bit of a star. We all love the way CD Projekt Red deals with DLC 2. For The Witcher 3, one of the best RPG games of all time, it gave us 16 free downloadable content packages with a 10-hour expansion, Hearts of Stone, in October 2015, and then the beefier second expansion, Blood and Wine, in May 2016. Once you lock yourself into The Witcher 3's world, it's incredibly easy to just stay there. The latest gossip is direct from CD Projekt Red president Adam Kaczynski, who said in March 2020 to a group of journalists via Eurogamer Poland that a relatively clear concept has already been staked down for the next entry in the Witcher series, but that full production would not kick off immediately after Cyberpunk 2077 hits shelves. That's on top of official CD Projekt Red forum moderator Donata Papalawaska recently confirmed that as far as the strategy of the CD Projekt Capital Group for 2016-2021 it's concerned, its plans to release the second AAA game by 2021 remain unchanged. We're currently focusing on the production and promotion of Cyberpunk 2077, so we do not want to comment on further projects. And then it says, that smells like The Witcher 4 to me, and some time before 2021. While developer CD Projekt Red hasn't outright confirmed that there will ever be a Witcher 4, it certainly hasn't ruled it out completely. And as we've explored above, the team isn't adverse to talking about the idea of a Witcher game, and it's getting more interesting after CD Projekt, the parent company of developer CD Projekt Red, signed a deal with the Witcher books author Andrzej Sapkowski to further solidify the relationship. They've always admired the author of the books, a great inspiration for the team here at CD Projekt Red. President says, and joint CEO of CD Projekt Red, I believe today marks a new stage in our continued relationship. But talking about a new Witcher game isn't a new thing. In an interview with Eurogamer back in May 2016, CD Projekt Red co-founder Marcin Lewinsky said, the team didn't have anything planned, but when it comes to the next Witcher game, as we've said before, never say never, but right now it's really Blood and Wine. This is the end. Blood and Wine is the closing, and there won't be any Witcher anytime soon, if there ever will be one. But back in December 2015, CD Projekt Red CEO Kaczynski seemed more definite that this is a series that developer would be reluctant to leave behind. It's too early to talk about it, but it's not like we're forgetting about the brand. It wouldn't be fair towards the fans, said Kaczynski to Polish TV station. We've worked with the universe for over a dozen years now, and I don't think it's going to be the end of it. But fast forward to March 2017, and CD Projekt Red's investor call was much more illuminating on the topic of The Witcher 4, or at least another Witcher game. The Witcher was designed as a trilogy, and a trilogy can't have a fourth part, can it? Said Marcin. We like this world a lot. We've invested 15 years of our lives in it and a lot of money, so we'll think about making a new Witcher game at some point. But please consider us as a rational people. We sometimes have weird ideas, but overall our thinking is very rational. We have full rights to the Witcher games. They are ours. We have invested enormous funds into promoting it, and it's a very strong brand. Winsky went on to say that the Witcher series deserves some rest, or at least the team needs a change. For the past 10 years, the team has been working on swords and castles and medieval Slavic monsters, so it's time for some guns, androids, and ammo. The team is currently working on Cyberpunk 2077, which is due out sometime after 2017, but CD Projekt Red is also working on another game scheduled for release between 2017 and 2021. That mysteriously described as an AAA RPG title. But according to Winsky, although The Witcher fits the description perfectly, you probably shouldn't get your hopes up. We are a publicly traded company, so we cannot comment on the game, but I can assure you we are not working on a Witcher, he said. Okay then. Now it says major spoilers for The Witcher 3 lie ahead. I'm going to assume everyone here has already played it, so we're going to go ahead, but if you haven't, major spoilers, I guess. If you play The Witcher 3 to conclusion, then you'll know that it does not round off the series in quite a closed manner. The base game has over 40 different ending variations, but whatever happens, it's much the end of the Geralt story. Whether you get one of the good endings or the bad one where Ciri snuffs it and Geralt's story sees him riding off into the sunset, either destined to roam the land as a Witcher until his last days, retiring to Kovir with Triss, or going off with Yennefer to a place where the politics and the noise. I think good stories must have endings, said Jacob Zamalek, senior writer, in an interview back in 2015 with IGN. You cannot extend them indefinitely, and we felt that Geralt had such an amazing adventure, and his saga is already so long and complex that this seemed like a good point to think about an appropriate finale for the story. Whatever ending you get, Geralt is facing the rest of his days in retirement. The Witcher 3, he's already an older man, so there's no way he could face a potential Witcher 4. He's just not got the stamina. And of course, the same can be said for Ciri, mostly because if you lose her at the end of The Witcher 3, it's not going to make much sense continuity-wise for gamers to have the protagonist for the next game. That's something the developer had backed up too. Speaking to Polygon during a tech demo back in 2013, executive producer John Mamis said that The Witcher 3 was Geralt's last story, but that wouldn't stop him from a cameo or two in the future. We're not killing the world and walking away from it, but we're definitely want to make this game the finale in a big way, said Mamis. We might even include Geralt in later games potentially. We just need to talk about it and figure out where we're going to do next. Of course, the series has plenty of side characters, NPCs, and other faces that could take up the mantle of the Witcher hero, but it seems like there's no clear direction for the game to go from the ending of The Witcher 3 and its expansions. And just to cap off the article, they said, I'd be lying if I said I don't want The Witcher 4 to exist one day like millions of others out there. I think it's a masterpiece of gaming that absolutely deserves a sequel. However, having played The Witcher 3 and its expansions, I can see that there is an end to the series, at least it's in its current form. If we want to see The Witcher 4 land on our PC or consoles in the next few years, decades, there's definitely scope to have a fresh face lead us there. No doubt we'll be playing another Witcher, although it could be that the part of The Witcher 4 is having to go through the trial of the grasses, which is an incredibly painful test that young apprentices have to survive through in order to become a Witcher. It's how they get their signature cat-like eyes and enhanced skills. It would certainly be a lot new ground to cover, especially seeing that The Witcher trying to carve a name for themselves in those early years, particularly in the shadow of Geralt and Ciri. So that's the article we found on Games Radar. It had a lot of information in there, so if you want to go back and check it out, I'll put the link in the description for you guys. But it sounds like The Witcher 3 is upon us. And reading into it, I didn't even know CD Projekt Red was having a game potentially released in 2021 as a AAA RPG, so definitely something to keep on your radars. But I know as a fan of the Witcher 3 series, or the Witcher series and the Witcher 3 game right now, I would love to see a Witcher game in the future. Obviously, it doesn't sound like it's going to be The Witcher 4, but maybe a prequel playing as Vesemir would be awesome. Always, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button and consider subscribing if you guys are new to the channel, as well as just turn on the notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. And like I said before, if you guys are a new subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to just comment that down below. Let us know you subscribe so we can welcome you to the channel properly. As always, my name is Ross, and I'll see you guys in the next video.